Hello, Facebook world. I am coming to you live on Tuesday, like always, and we're going to learn a lesson from Mulan today, which seems so appropriate since that movie is about to drop, I believe, like either this Friday or next Friday at some point. And I heard that Disney's going to charge everybody, even though everyone's already paying for Disney Plus, they're going to charge everybody like $30 or something to watch the movie. I don't know. You guys let me know if that's accurate in the comments. But we're going to start with a song like we always do. And today it's coming from Mulan. So let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. They have given daughters when we ask for sons. Who is this girl I see staring straight back at me? When will my reflection show who I am inside? If you are tuning in live, put live down in the comments below. If you watch this on the replay, remember to put replay down in the comments below. We are going to dive right into it. Are you losing sales because people are not connecting with your brand? Are you just the same cookie cutter business like every other business out there? I have a question for you guys. What is your brand? If you have a very specific brand, drop it down in the comments below. Like maybe it's your business or your offer, or maybe it's something like the product you sell. What is your brand? Drop that down in the comments below. I'm very, very interested to find out about like what everyone's doing out there. So that being said, let's jump and dive right into it. Why did I pick Mulan? Is it because they're about to drop the movie? Maybe. Is it because, I felt like wearing the lipstick and stuff? Maybe. I don't know. But but let's be realistic, right? Okay, so this song about Mulan, the whole story, the plot line about Mulan is that you have this girl who grew up in this society where only men were the warriors. And she is torn because she sees her dad about to get sent off to war. And she's like, I'm not going to let that happen. My dad will not live another war. And I can fight. Even though I'm a woman, I can fight. And so she sends herself out there. She goes out there. She does this, but she masks herself. And so in the beginning, she's masking herself with makeup and almost looking like a geisha. But, she's masking herself in who she feels like she really is. And then she gets out there and now she's parading as a man. And she can't really be who she really is, which is a woman warrior, which back then was not really acceptable. And so I love this concept from the movie, and I love the idea behind those songs because it's like this war within yourself all throughout your life. You start as a kid, and as you're growing up, you're this child who's, told, no, don't do that. Yes, do this. No, you have to do that. You have to have this schedule. You have to dress this way. You have to go and learn these subjects. You have to be this kind of person. And you're told that all throughout your life growing up. And so by the time you get to adulthood, you're taking on all the personas of everyone that you've met throughout your life instead of really getting to be yourself and be your true authentic self. So how does this apply to your brand? And why is this important? Every other business out there, like you think about marketing, and when somebody tells you they work in marketing, you look at them and you're like, oh, okay, another marketer. And you compare them automatically. You compare them to every other marketer out there. The same thing happens with products, services, any industry out there. The moment that somebody hears that you work in that industry, they instantly turn on this switch and they're like, oh, I'm comparing you to every other person in that industry I've ever met. So how do you set yourself apart? And how do you become different? If you guys have any inkling and you want to drop it in the comments below, let me know. I don't see any comments yet. So if you guys are tuning in live, put live down below. If you watch it on the replay, let me know you were here. Don't hide from me. I know you're out there. So the question also I have tonight is, what is your brand? So back into humanizing the brand, right? So when you go out there and you start talking about your products and your services, the way that you set yourself apart is by being your true authentic self. There's going to be some things that you feel like really fiery about. Like when you start talking about it, it's like, it's almost like These things are the enemy in your niche or your industry. And when you start talking about them, there's a passion that rises up inside of you. When you allow that passion to rise up and you allow that to be shown, people see it. And it's really important to help set you apart from the other brands out there. And the same thing happens when, you're really passionate about the results or the answers. People see that too. And when you start telling stories that people can relate to, when you start humanizing your brand, one of the biggest mistakes I see in Facebook groups is that people only talk about business. They are business, business, business all the time. And don't get me wrong, I am not telling you to go post some viral post about what's everybody's favorite color, or, there was one at the beginning of quarantine where people would put up a color and then it would say, drop the first image from your camera roll with this color. And oh my gosh, like that, yes, it went viral for a little bit, but people got bored of that really quick. And we're not looking for like a flash, or a flash paper where you light it on fire and then poof, it's gone. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a brand and a community that is built for longevity. So how do you do that? How do you show up like that? You humanize it. You give people a reason to care about your product or service over any other product or service on the market. And it all starts with you showing up and you being the leader in that industry or that niche and being your true authentic self. So if you are not being your true authentic self, how will people ever really know what sets your brand apart from any other brand out there? There's this really good quote by Bruce Lee. It says, "It is not the daily increase, but the daily decrease. Hack away at the unessential." And it's one of my favorite quotes. I use it all the time. I use it in my life. I actually talk to people about this and coach people on this all the time. And if you can imagine a wood carver, when he goes and he gets the log and he's setting the log on his stand and everything, and he starts working at the log and he's looking at it, he has this image in his mind, like maybe it's a lion and he wants to carve the lion, but all you see right now is the log. He doesn't go to the log and try to add stuff to it. He goes to it and he chips away at everything that is not a lion. And so I challenge you today. If you have not been showing up as your true self in your business, if you've been trying to add on all these other things, trying to learn all these new skills, trying to, add whatever you can to make your business more profitable, to where now your arms are so full and it's almost like, the man who carries the weight of the world on his shoulders, I challenge you today to sit down and write out the top task that took up the most time this last week. Write them all down and then look at them and say, which of these are unessential? I'm actually going to do this myself, like I'm challenging myself over here. But seriously though, like we're supposed to be hacking away at the unessentials, not adding on all this extra stuff. We've already had that our entire lives from the time we were kids, like we talked about earlier. We've had all these things being put on us. People telling us what to do, people telling us how to act, like trying to live up to other people's standards, trying to fulfill other people's visions that they have for our life. But you have a vision. And the only way that you're going to be happy in life is if you are pursuing your own dreams, your own vision, your own life goals. And so I challenge you to hack away at those unessentials, to do the daily decrease and not just the daily increase. And so that's pretty much all that I had for today. It looks like there's 4 people watching and nobody commenting. Maybe I just can't see the comments, but it looks like nobody commented today. I'm so sad. You guys, if you missed this, and there's no questions, somebody actually commented on my post that I was going live and said, do you talk about copywriting? And I'm like, I totally can. I help people with that. Like I help my clients with that in what we do. Like, in case you didn't know, I'm Cierra Lueck. I am the community engagement strategist that's going to help you take your Facebook community and turn it into a profitable mission, a brand movement that sells. So, hi, Jacob. Awesome to see you. Thank you for being the first one to comment. You're amazing. So, if you missed it at the beginning, I sang a song from Mulan. Is it timely? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh yeah, I might do more stuff like this in the future. If you guys like the Disney songs, drop Disney down in the comments below and let me know if you like the Disney songs, if you want me to do lessons from Disney songs. There's actually another one that my daughter used to watch all the time. And if somebody comments Disney down below, maybe I'll use that one next time. But the song for it was like so freaking ridiculously good. I was like, she's like 3 or 4 years old. Why is she getting all this good motivational stuff in her shows on Disney? There we go. Okay, so I asked a question earlier. If you missed it, it was, what is your brand? What is your brand? Have you created a brand? If you haven't created a brand, like, let me know. We need to get you working on that. I have a brand strategist that is freaking incredible, and I can turn you on to her. But yeah, no, we talked about Bruce Lee. We talked about Mulan. We talked about humanizing your brand. We talked about why you're not getting enough sales, or why you're not getting the sales that you really want to see, or maybe just why your sales numbers are low. Maybe you're getting good sales and you're like, I'm pretty good, but then your percentage is actually a lot lower than it could be. So why aren't you getting the sales from your group that you deserve? I have a lot of really good answers for that, but I mean, that's a good question for you. Why aren't you getting the sales from your group or from your profile or from your Facebook page that you deserve? What is actually setting you apart from everyone else out there? Because there's something different about you. There's something that makes you special. So why are people buying from somebody else and not you? It's a good question. It's me. I'm the reason. It's actually, it's not you, Yasha. It's not you. You're not the reason. That's a good thing. But what is your brand? Post your brand down in the comments below. It's not you. It's the fact of how you're showing up. And it has nothing to do with you. A lot of times people, they go out there, they start learning copywriting. They start learning how to advertise. They start running ads. But while they're doing all of that, all they're doing is they're adding on other people's way of doing things, and they're not actually showing up as themselves, as their authentic self. And like Bruce Lee said, it's not the daily increase. We're not just trying to add on a bunch of like technical skills. It's the daily decrease. And being more authentic in your brand, being more authentic in your offer than other people are being. Jacob says, one of my favorite quotes of all time, realize the truth. No one, and I mean no one. Yeah, I know this one. Oh, go ahead and keep reading it. And I mean no one, not the Pope, not the president. And maybe not, but possibly Richard Branson is better than you. They simply know something that you don't know, believe something better than what you're believing, and are doing something that you're not doing. And those are all things that you can change very easily. Preston Eli. It's a great quote. I actually, I wrote my own little synopsis of that, and I read it to myself every single morning. But I wrote it in my words because that way it would resonate with my subconscious better. Love that quote, Jacob. That's a great quote. All right. There's no questions. This live is going to be short tonight. 14 minutes. What's up? Let's go. If you guys have song requests for next time, or if you want to hear another Disney song, let me know. Oh, I almost ended, and I'm going to pause because Yasha asked a question. What's your favorite part of helping with groups and the best part of the movie? Got it. Honestly, if you asked anyone who's my friend and anyone who knows me, my favorite part of helping with groups is the client wins. I love watching my clients win. It's one of my very favorite things. It's one of my favorite things to share. Seeing my clients actually succeed and get results in a very short amount of time when they've been stuck for who knows how long, and then all of a sudden they're making sales. All of a sudden people are engaging. All of a sudden, I say all of a sudden because for them it's all of a sudden, because they've been stuck for so long. And then now, I actually had one of my clients today, I gave her a tip while we were on our client call, and she jumped over into her Facebook group, went live, did a call to action at the end in the way that I coached her to, so that it's not like a hard, like, hey, schedule with me here or whatever. She did a call to action in the way that I taught her to. And it was just her true authentic self. And two people automatically said, said, I'm in, let's go. So, I mean, just a lot of fun. I love it. I have another client who just really discovered her superpower and who she is. And she described to me today that she feels like she's a phoenix rising from the ashes, that she's like been reborn, and she knows who she really is and what her purpose and mission in life is. And, I mean, for some people, maybe that's not what interests you. Maybe you want to know that, in the last 2 weeks of being my client, she's also had multiple strategy sessions and had multiple, thousands of dollars in sales. Maybe you want that information, but for me, it's the transformation. It's seeing them go through the changes that get them the results that they want, like seeing them become the person that they need to be to step into that new position in life. Oh, he said his sons were climbing on his arms trying to watch. It's the red lipstick. It's so bright and like, woohoo. I love it. And the best part of the movie, Yasha, if you missed the beginning, I talked about my perspective of the movie and why it's so powerful. And it's not just that it's like a rah-rah for like a princess or women or whatever. It's about a person who was raised one way, told she had to act a certain way, told she had to be a certain way, and then she goes into this position. She gets put in or forced into this position because she doesn't want anything to happen to her father. She goes out there, has to pretend to be a guy, which again is not who she really is. And so she's forced into another position on the opposite end of the spectrum that's not who she is either. And it's the discovery of finding out who she is and how she can impact and change the world when she steps into her true authentic self. And again, it's not the daily increase, but the daily decrease, chipping away at the unessentials. So you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you again soon. If you have a Facebook group that is dead or spammy or only like you're the only one who's getting attention in your group and you need your group to become a movement, I am the person you need to talk to. And, you can reach out to me in Messenger or you can comment below. Let's give it a fun word. How about Mulan? I don't know. I sang that at the beginning, but Mulan, it'll be really subtle. People will just be like, oh, it's because she sang Mulan at the beginning. And then nobody will know. You can comment that down below. If you need help with your group, I'm here for you. Reach out to me in Messenger, comment Mulan down below, whatever. We can get you the results that you need. We can get you the results that you want. And it's not difficult. It just takes knowing what right looks like, and then a few simple actions, and then we get your team into place so that you don't have to do it all yourself, and it becomes amazing. So I'll talk to you guys again soon.